Good morning, good day and good evening everybody. Welcome to Nordic RC Visions and the Tamiya RC December calendar build. Today we will be using up the remaining parts of parts bag A and we will be completing step 1 to 11. This means that we will be working on step 10 and 11, which includes assembling the universal axles and the rear suspension and attaching it to our TA-02 rear gearbox. Apart from parts bag A, we'll be using parts from parts tree D and parts tree C. So we'll be using the rear lower suspension arms and the rear knuckle arms from parts tree C. In step 10, we'll be assembling the universal axles, which are an additional hub-up for this particular kit. We'll also be using for the first time the AW grease, the anti-wear grease. And then we'll be attaching it to the rear lower suspension arms and the knuckle arms. Here we have the parts for step 10. And the first step will be to assemble the universal axles. Grab your swing shaft, your drive axle, place the cross joint in, then place the grub screw. Don't force it all the way in. Then grab your wheel axle and place the pin inside and lock the grub screw here. That should secure your universal axle. So the manual calls for using this anti-wear grease, which is probably one of the heaviest and thickest greases available out there. Normally I'm not a fan of applying grease to the outer parts here because they just will attract a lot of dirt, but I always use it at least in the joint section here. Step 11 will be attaching the rear arms to the rear gearbox and the universal axles to the diff joints. They call out for some AW grease, again anti-wear grease, but I won't be using this type of grease here as this place is usually where a lot of dirt gets very easily stuck. Step 11 is complete, and you can now check if your arms are actually dropping when you release them. If they stay up here when I'm not holding it, then go ahead and apply some grease or loosen some screws. They should be moving freely up and down. Thank you for joining me here today. A very happy 7th of December to you all. And today's Tamiya, Tamiya, or whatever you call it in your part of the world, our Tamiya greetings goes to Adventure Time RC, which is a quite new channel on YouTube. Check it out. He's got a lot of cars, a lot of planes. He has also recently acquired some quite cool vintage Tamiya models and are currently upgrading some of them. So check his channel out up here in the corner. Nothing left to say here than take care, have a great Tamiya time, happy hobby hours to you all, and I'll see you tomorrow or whenever you choose to tune in. Take care.